Hi YouTube, welcome to another edition of HorrorHands, and for this video I'm going to be talking about Scare Campaign. Before I get to this, I just wanted to give a couple of channel shout outs. The first one is the Wacky World Lounge, who is a guy that I've just discovered and does some really good high quality videos talking about horror movies and B movies and things like that. Really recommend that channel. And just wanted to give a shout out to the Galactic Happy Hour. That is a really cool channel, and he's just celebrating his 1 year anniversary, or technically 2 years, but I'll let him explain why it's 2 years. Go check out his video for an explanation. But yeah, both of these channels are really cool, and I don't know about you guys, but I like to sort of get up on a Saturday morning or Sunday morning and get a cup of tea and sit down and watch some YouTube. And these kind of channels, because of their quality, they're almost like TV shows. So it's like sitting down to watch a Saturday morning TV show about horror movies, and I really like that. So yeah, so check them out. It's Wacky World Lounge and the Galactic Happy Hour. I just wrote them down because the old memory is not that great, and I'm probably likely to give a weird concoction of both names and get it wrong. So yeah, anyway, so Scare Campaign. Now, I watched this well over a week ago, but it stayed in my mind because I did really enjoy it. I thought it was a really cool film. There were two things that I really didn't like about it, and I'll talk about that first. But I just wanted to talk about the story first, because one of the things I didn't like is linked to the story. So this is about the creators of a reality TV show called Scare Campaign, and they prank people in scary situations. So they'll make them think like a ghost is coming to get them, or some crazy axeman is coming to get them. And they prank them and really scare them. And it's worth noting that mainly the director of this show is really not a very nice guy, and he doesn't really have any consideration for the welfare of the people being pranked, and like whether they have a heart attack or anything. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about the safety of his staff or anything like that. All he cares about is getting a scare out of people and getting the ratings. But they're called to a board meeting by their TV producer, and she shows them some footage of kind of an up-and-coming alternative to their show, which is done by these masked people who they kind of prank the pranksters, but for real. They end up murdering them, and it's like this weird underground snuff TV show, if you like, that's emerging onto the scene. And what she basically says is, you guys need to up your game in order to compete with these guys who are doing it for real. So they give them one more episode to up their game and keep their contract, or that kind of thing. So they go to an abandoned asylum and prank somebody there. But inevitably, the real life snuff pranksters are closing in, and they start to kill off the pranksters. And what's really cool is you don't quite know who's being pranked. You think you know who the victim is of the Scare Campaign TV show, but things kind of change, and the rug is pulled from under you, figuratively, because it doesn't quite go the way you think it goes, and people are kind of pranking the pranksters and that kind of thing, plus these real life killers are doing their stuff too. So it's a really interesting story. Now, one of the two things I didn't like is kind of the fact that this legitimate TV company would even sideline themselves with what is essentially a snuff underground video. I can't see a TV show ever doing that or looking at them as a serious competition. So you do kind of have to look around the fact that they're looking at that as a legitimate source of competition. But yeah, it is what it is. The other thing I didn't like as well is the ending. Now, I'm not going to lie, guys, the ending of this really doesn't kind of satisfy at all. It just ends. Like, it literally just ends. And it's not a long film. It's only like 70 something minutes, and yeah, you just don't get a conclusion. And I do like a bit of ambiguity with the ending of horror movies, but this, yeah, it just stops, it just finishes. So yeah, that was a bit of a letdown for me. But the movie in general, I thought was really well made. As I say, it's a very clever storyline because you never quite know who's in on the joke and who isn't. And there are reveals throughout the show that people know more than what they let on, but then they kind of are being pranked as well. So it's really quite a gripping storyline. And as well as that, these masked killers here that go around killing them for real, they do so in a variety of really creative and gory ways. It really does deliver on the blood and gore side of things. So yeah, I really like that aspect of it. Overall, I thought it was a really well made, really decent, entertaining film. You know, the ending was a bit disappointing, but thinking about it positively, you can kind of make your own conclusion if you want to. But yeah, I thought this was a really good one, so just wanted to get this one out there. Now, I can only find this edition of the film on Blu-ray, and this is from, I think this is from Italy or Germany or somewhere in Europe. I can't actually find a US or a UK release. Now, I must confess I've not looked extensively, but I have looked online to see if I can pick it up, and this is the only one that I can find. But this is a really cool release. It's a limited edition Blu-ray. It comes with a booklet as well. So this is definitely worth picking up this edition if you can find it. So yeah, just wanted to say a few words about this one. I really liked it. Has some really refreshing kills, lots of blood and guts, intriguing storyline. So yeah, I recommend checking this one out. As always, if you've seen this one, let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.